All right. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well. Having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. All right, so apologize about the technical difficulties, but we are underway now. All right, so USA taking on Germany in the in the Olympics for women's basketball. There's Diana Taurasi who's out there for USA. Is my mic working? Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me know down below. Would appreciate that. Turnaround jumper is no good. So Germany, they are in the white and blue uniforms, and USA in their red and white uniforms, as a shot won't go. All right. So let's do this. 9:15 to go in quarter number 1. There's Diana Taurasi. Gives it down low to Brianna Stewart with a turnaround J. And she can't get that one to go. Rebound by Germany. Germany's been doing pretty good so far, as they make a three-pointer on the other side. And that was really good. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties still as we speak. What's up, David? How you doing, man? What's going on, man? Visa Collier loses the basketball as it goes out of bounds. All right, so let's get into the starting lineups for this game. So for Germany, it will be Alexis Peterson. Then you got Liani Fiebig, Satou Sabally, who's been doing really, really well in these Olympics so far, Marie Gulich, and Luisa Geiselschroeder. And that is the lineup for Germany in this game. USA can't hit a bucket over on the other side. So 3-0 Germany. There's a 2-point shot that's up and in. And that was made by Satou Sabally. She's been doing very, very well, scoring the basketball for Germany. Of course, plays for the Dallas Wings. USA does finally answer, and they get a 2 on the other side. So that was big from USA. Sabally down low, hands it off to her teammate, and that is Luisa Geiselschroeder. Can't get that shot to go. And 7:30 left in the first quarter. Taurasi top of the key. Stewart, they swing it around and try to find Wilson over on the block. Runners up. And we have a whistle called, and it's going to be a travel violation. David, can you hear me? Loud and clear. Let me know down below. I would appreciate that. USA. USA. Good stuff. All right, 7:10 left to go in this first quarter. There we go. So now it's 5-4 as Brianna Stewart is able to knock down a jumper. All right. Nice, Dave. The three-point shot up and no good on the other side by Germany. All right, so with the rock now is number 13, and that is Luisa Geiselschroeder. And she'll hand it off and get an assist there to Marie Gulich from Valencia, who's 6'5". 7-4 start for Germany. Three-pointer by Taurasi. Won't go. Rebound by Peterson. So Peterson wants to pull up from the parking lot, and she connects. Jeez. Alexis Peterson, who also went off in the last game. Her and Satou Sabally have been one of the best duos in all of women's basketball here in the Olympics. Stewart banks it in over on the jumper on the other side and is able to get a Nice little J. 2-point J there, and it's now 10-6 with about 5:38 left to go. Collier playing very solid defense off for Feibick, and Feibick puts up a 3, and that one falls. Man, Germany having a parade so far, and USA not really stopping the bleeding. Taurasi gets the ball stolen by Feibick and going up for a layup. There it goes, and that's good. 15-6, and timeout called by Cheryl Reeve. She wants to talk things over with her ball club. So it's 15-6 as Germany comes out on top so far. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Lou. Good morning, everybody that's on here. Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. All right, I will be right back. Don't you worry. All right, there we go. Good stuff. All right, so the timeout is over. 5 minutes to go. Taurasi will try to find Wilson down low on the block, taking on her defender, and she puts up a shot, can't get it to go, and rebound once again by Germany. Boy, they've been very active off the glass so far. That's what Gazel Soder does. She's really good at just attacking down low on the block, and she's going to try to attack Brianna or Brianna Stewart, and the shot goes up, and it's a little bit too strong. 15-6, not a lot of offense from this USA team. Stewart catches, pulls up for 3, won't go, and a good follow-through delivered by Collier. She got the rebound, and she put up the 2-pointer, and that makes it 15-8. Boy, do they need that. Comes Satou Sabally on the other side, and she's able to get the layup, but the U.S. answer back out in transition, and Wilson gets a layup herself, and it's 17-10. 4:03 left to go in the first quarter. Satou Sabally, of course, having a very, very good season, even in the WNBA. 26 years old from New York City, and is on the Dallas Wings, a 2-time WNBA All-Star back in 2021 and 2023. Got that fast break pass by Nafisa Collier just to find Asia Wilson wide open like she was a wide receiver going downhill. 17-10, and Germany wants to talk things over with their ball club. Oh, wait, no, I thought they called for time because they had an aerial shot. So that's Dan corrected. 3:40 left to go. And now Brittany Griner is in there for Asia Wilson. She'll try to bully her defender down low, and she does, and she wins the battle. How do you stop a 6'8" monster? I don't know. I have no clue. Collier will throw it away. Or Gulich will throw it away, and it'll be USA basketball. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? 3,700, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Germany will swing the hot potato around and give it up to Gulich, who tries to over the shot. And the U.S. are able to get another bucket. All right, so Alexis Peterson is out there along with Lena Sontag as well. Tries to go up with a layup, and she can't do so. Another dribble handoff to Peterson over at the top of the key. They have a little two-man game going. It's her and Gulic. She's trying to reward Gulic down low, and she gets past Ionescu and is able to make some ballet moves and get a layup to go. Sabrina Ionescu has not really been scoring too much so far in these Olympics. And we have another turnover called against USA, and that's going to go against Jewel Lloyd. Man. They just have not been in sync so far, man. Peterson, Gulic, Fibic, Burrer, and Hartman all out there for Germany. There's a shot that goes up, and we have a very late whistle, and it's going to be a foul called. That'll be on the Fisa Collier. It was a very, very late signal. So Cheryl Reeve, who is the head coach for the USA women's team, we talked about her quite a little bit. She's probably not happy with how this team has started so far, but overall, this team has done a very, very good job when she has been coaching them. She's from Washington Township, New Jersey. Went to LaSalle back in 1984 and graduated in 1988. And that's when she started her coaching career in 1988. First foul shot is up and in. Second one, no good. So it's 19-14, and Greiner crashes the glass. Ionescu with a bouncer back to Collier, or actually that's to Lloyd. Now Collier has it. Lloyd gets it over at the top of the key. Now is at the foul line extended, trying to reward her teammate down low. And that shot goes up, and it goes out of bounds. So Alyssa Thomas, who comes in from the Connecticut Sun, not able to make a layup there. So 1:43 left to go in the first quarter. And USA with just 14 points, they're getting outscored 19-14. They have a foul called on the floor, or actually it'll be in the act of shooting. Alexis Peterson will head on over to the line, I believe. Are they going to call offensive foul? 1:36 left to go in the first quarter. They do. They call offensive foul. Lloyd, Ionescu, Young, Thomas, and Greiner all out there for USA. They're in the red and white uniforms. Thomas back outside to Ionescu, who's been moving a lot. Lloyd for three. Off the mark. Greiner tips it and finds Thomas. 1:15 left to go. And 8 seconds left on the shot clock as well. Thomas hands it back off, and she'll give it up, and she'll try to fire up a shot as she gets it back, and that one is no good. Good defense by Germany with about a minute to go in the first quarter. So we have another little two-man game going on between Luisa Geiselsoder and Satou Sabally. Can't get that one to go, though. 47 seconds left, and Ionescu has it for the U.S. Ionescu with a turnaround corner jumper. It's a little short, and Germany able to crash the glass once again. They've been doing a very good job at just grabbing and fighting rebounds and scrapping and clawing. And we have a turnover called. It'll be on Lena Sontag, the 6'3" guard from from UCLA. I mean, man. 19-14 with 27.4 seconds to go in this first quarter. Ionescu will get the inbound, and she'll have to be full court pressed. Ionescu being heavily guarded by Alexandra Wilk. Ionescu goes down the lane, goes up for a two. She was out of sorts, and we have a very late whistle called. It'll be a shooting foul on Alexandra Wilk. And with about 13.3 seconds to go, at least Ionescu will try to make it a three-point game. Serena is now 26 years old, and she knocks down the first foul shot. and makes it 19-15. Probably a lot of you remember that she competed with Steph Curry in a three-point shootout last year during the NBA All-Star festivities. Second foul shot, that's good too. 7 seconds to go in the first quarter, and we have an offensive foul called, I think, on Germany. Yes, Satou Sabally leaned into her defender. It was Alyssa Thomas, and she sort of stiff-armed her as her feet were set. .8 seconds to go. Lloyd gets it over in the lane, and she lost the ball. And with 2.3 seconds left, Germany's going to get it back. Man, that was critical there. How could she lose the ball and go out of bounds over on the baseline? Sabally will get the inbound. 1 second left to go. And Sabally doesn't even take a full court shot. And we head into quarter number 2. 19-16, Germany leads it by 3 as the first quarter comes to an end. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I upload. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We are on for Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football, but we're also doing the Olympics on here as well. That's what we do, man. We try to do a variety of things. So Germany and the U.S. are both 2-0 coming into this matchup. Germany ended up beating Belgium 83-69 in their matchup. That was the first one of group play. And then on August 1st, Germany ended up beating Japan 75-64. So both teams are 2-0, and it'll be interesting to see where they end up in the seeds, in regards to the next round. Top of the morning to you, JJ. What's going on? How you doing, Villain Childs? Michael Mertick says, is wild. She is the all-time leading scorer for NCAA women's basketball, only playing 3 seasons. So we're talking about Caitlin Clark. What's up, Rising Rhino? What's going on, Larry? How are you guys doing? Phillies baseball going to ruin your channel. Yeah, let's not talk about that right now. We are going to be doing the game at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time. But, man, I do have to say, this women's team has been absolutely terrific. They're looking for their 9th straight gold medal. That's what they're on the road for. So we're looking at the standings. Of course, Group C is where the U.S., Germany, Belgium, and Japan are. Both U.S. and Germany have 4 points. You get 2 points for a win, and they're also tied with Belgium. But the point differential is at plus 39 for the U.S., plus 25 for Germany, and at an even 0 for Belgium. All right, so here we go. We're underway in the second quarter. Collier tries to find Thomas. It's stolen, though, by Satou Sabally. And so she is able to try to find her teammate, but they can't get up a shot there, and it's going to be rebounded by USA. Ionescu over at the top of the key, dribbles around the screen, and now is at the foul line. Catch and shoot, Trey. Yes! Nice shot there by Thomas. That's what the doctor ordered. Sabally with a jumper. In and out it goes. Ionescu with another rebound. So USA finally ties the game for the first time, and Ionescu will throw it away as she tried to find a cutting Alyssa Thomas over towards the basket and just could not get it into the receiver's hands. So far, 6 turnovers by USA and 8 by Germany. Both teams trying to do a better job with the ball, but you figured it was going to be a scrappy game, and so far it has been. And speaking of scrappy, well, Liani Fibic lost it as it goes out of bounds. What's up, Rising Rhino? Drop your link down below. You know what to do. Subscribe to the Rhino Nation, guys, for all the football tennis, and all that jazz. 19-19. Germany comes up with a steal, and they got a layup over on the other side. Are they going to count it, though? Yes, they will. And a foul. See again, so Griner ended up losing the basketball. And Ionescu, I didn't even think she fouled her. But Ionescu commits a foul, and Germany all stands up. The foul shot is up, and that's good, and it's now 22-19. Germany leads it by a trace. There's Kelsey Plum getting some action now from the Las Vegas Aces. She'll get the dribble handoff and dribble around the little screen. Try to find Thomas downhill, and she can't buy a bucket. 8:05 to go in the second quarter. It just seems like that this Germany defense has really picked up the tempo. Sabally with a two-pointer, can't get it. And Plum comes up with a rebound, and she is lightning quick as she dribbles around the timeline. Now is over towards the baseline, still has the basketball. Hands it off, finds a wide-open three-point shot that's up and in. And that was made by Kalia Cooper. And a timeout called by Lisa Tomaitis and Germany. It was big. It was really big. What's up? Good morning, guys. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe as well, and hit those notification bell icons. That way you'll know when I upload, man. And you're also more than welcome to donate to the channel as well, if you guys really do enjoy this content. Again, we go on for a lot of sports on here. We do a lot of Philly stuff, but we like to do the Olympics as well. Let's, are you guys fans of the WNBA? Do you guys follow the WNBA? Let me know down below. Because I think that the WNBA is awesome. I do. What's up, my boy? How you doing, man? Rough one last night, JJ. I fell asleep and saw the highlights this morning. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. You know, when we get into the Phillies stuff, we'll talk about the Phillies. But I know. Yep. I know. 22-22 with about 7:40 left to go. I have WNBA League Pass. Oh, cool. That's sick. That's sick. You have a favorite team? We have a turnover from Germany, and USA will get the rock back. I'm a total sports nerd. Welcome to the group. 7:32 left in the second quarter. 9 turnovers by Germany and 7 by USA. There's Plum, who's in between the circles, hands it off to Thomas. And Plum will get it back. Kelsey Plum tries to go down the lane and gets denied by Soder. She just swiped it away, and it went out of bounds. It'll still be USA basketball. Plum thought she had some daylight, and she did not. I follow the Liberty for Sabrina Ionescu and the Fever, of course, the Indiana Fever. I like Angel Reese, and I like the Aces. Nice. So you like a lot of teams, you're saying. 1 second left to go as Plum has to put up a prayer, and she can't get it to go. No shot clock violation, I guess, called. But regardless, it's 22-22. Sabally heads over towards the foul line, extended, puts up a tray. Can't get it, though. 6:50 to go. And Alyssa Thomas trying to part the Red Sea. Gets the layup to go. And that was big by Thomas. And USA finally goes out in front by 2. Sabally trying to find a cutting Soder in the lane, but it's stolen by Thomas, and Thomas gets fouled in the backcourt by Peterson. So there's Alexis Peterson. She's 29 years old from Columbus, Ohio, listed as 5'7" and weighs 139 pounds as well. Was drafted by the Seattle Storm as a 15th overall pick back in the 2017 WNBA draft. And, well, she was a WBCA Coaches Association award winner, an ACC Player of the Year back in 2017, three-time All-ACC Defensive Team member as well from 2015 to 2017, and a two-time first-team All-ACC from 2016 and 2017. 6:13 to go. USA trying to capitalize again, and they do. Nice bucket made there by USA. It's 26-22. Looked like that was Plum. So 6:04 left to go in the second quarter. And Peterson got... That was an illegal screen that was set by Geiselsoder. And I think that's what they're going to call. That's why USA has the ball back. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Thomas trying to find Asia Wilson downhill. Wilson can't put it up past the trees. Geiselsoder stands her ground, and she grums up with a rebound there. Another foul called, and that's going to be on Alyssa Thomas. Lots of whistles so far in this ball game. USA is up by 4. They did not get off to the best start. And Cheryl Reeve is trying to figure out how to put the puzzle pieces together in this game in regards to just the substitutions. Germany is so far shooting 43% from the field, and meanwhile, USA just shooting about 39%. And the rebounding is pretty much even as well, 15 and 15. It's exactly even. 26-24 as Germany gets Peterson going. And she comes up with a bucket. So that is her second bucket of the day. Wilson, not once, not twice. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll still be USA basketball because it was last touched by Germany. Chelsea Gray is still coming back from a severe knee injury. That's why she isn't quite herself. Yes, good point that you made right there. It's a very, very good point. Happy that you brought that up. Wilson trying to head downhill, and she gets fouled. All mustered up there by Alexandra Wilk. Leaned into a lot of contact, too, and was being double-teamed by Geiselsoder and Wilk. So Brianna Stewart will come back in, and Kalia Cooper will take a quick seat. Wilson today just 1 for 5 from the field, and the first foul shot is up and good as she drains it and makes it now a 27-24 ball game. 2 points, 1 block, and 1 steal for Wilson before the 2 foul shots were made, and that'll make it 20-24. USA doing a much better job at adjusting here in the second quarter and have put up 12 points compared to Germany's 5. With about 5:09 left to go in the second quarter. So USA has 3 team fouls. Germany has 2. They have a screen that's set there, and that was made by Geiselsoder, who puts up a 3 and can't get it to fall. And the ball is going to go out of bounds, and it will be last touched by Germany. 35 you all on there watching. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. We're doing a triple header today. If you guys want to donate to the channel, please feel free to do so. We're grinding, man. The grind don't stop on here, okay? We're trying to give you the best type of coverage that we can. And if you guys want more of that, that's why donating is always a plus, guys. 30-24 as Wilson answers back and gets a layup, or a field goal herself, I should say. Vbic gets the ball loose and knocked away by Thomas Greiner over on the fast break, or Stewart that is, and she's able to get the layup 32-24, and a timeout called by Germany. I'm going to take another quick step off. I need to stretch. I need to go get some water. I will be right back. Don't you worry. All right. So here we go with about 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second quarter. All right, so Greiner already has 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 turnover so far. Leading the way has been Brianna Stewart with 8 points and 1 rebound. 4 for 7 from the field. USA still has, they haven't really been making a lot of threes. They're 2 for 6 from downtown. 1 3 you had from Jackie Young. You also had 1 from Kalia Cooper as well. 32-24, Germany with the rock as they try to play hot potato. Here is Geisel Soder, who goes up with a turnaround J. Can't even hit the rim. And a rebound by Thomas. There's Plum, who's over at the top of the key being heavily guarded. And Stewart puts up a tray and can't get it to go. Was a little bit too strong as she bricked it. 3:40 left in the first half. Good ball movement by Germany as they were able to finally find Naira Sabally. That's the point guard of their team. And they lose it. It goes out of bounds. It was actually last touched by USA. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing? 3 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the second quarter, and Satou Sabally will step back in. So Sabally will get it over at the top of the key, dribble over towards the left side, and now she's at the foul line, extended. Tries to hand it off to Peterson. 1 more for a three-pointer by Gulich, and she can't get it to go. Stewart comes up with another rebound. It's been Brianna Stewart who's been very active on all ends so far. Have a turnaround jumper that's up and in. How did Asia Wilson do that? I don't know. That was Asia Wilson, and a really good pass as well by Collier. 34-24, and now a 10-point advantage for the U.S. And 2:51 to go. Out of bounds, the ball goes. It'll still be Germany basketball. And there's 2:51 left remaining. Go USA. Yes, sir. Absolutely. 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Catch and shoot three-pointer by Sabally. Way too strong. And a rebound again by Collier. As she dribbles and goes up the courts. Plum catches, pulls up, can't get the friendly roll, and Germany crashing the glass. Stewart, though, comes up with a steal and an interception and gets rewarded from Plum, but Stewart gets pushed and shoved to the ground, and she'll head on over to the foul line to shoot a pair of foul shots. Brianna Stewart, man, how about her just doing it all on both ends? Big turnover by Sabally as she tried to throw it and try to find a teammate. And it was Brianna Stewart who knew where she was going to pass it to. and read the passing lane and was like, here I go. Misses the first foul shot. The second one, though, she knocks it down with ease. 35-24 with about 2:20 left in the second quarter. And USA did not get off to the best start. They put up just 16 points in the first quarter and now have 19 here in the second quarter so far with about 2:23 left remaining. Shot goes up, and it's another brick. That was by Satou Sabally. Comes Wilson, who tries to go downhill and puts it up and in over Sabally. Asia Wilson now starting to get heated up a little bit and utilizing her size and getting the mismatch that she needed. 37-24. There's a pull-up J by Peterson. Bullseye. Alexis Peterson from downtown, right at the top of the key. 90 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That was the first three made by Germany in the quarter. Stewart with the response, and she does. Gets the 2. That makes it now 39-27. 11 points by Brianna Stewart. She's on fire. Somebody has to call the fire department. 1:10 to go in the second quarter. And going downhill is Geisel Soder, and somehow she buzzes her way through and gets by Stewart and a couple of other defenders and made it look so easy. Plum at the top of the key, and a dribble handoff to Stewart, and one more for a three-point shot. That's way too strong. Wilson, though, gets the glass, and we have Collier who puts it back up and in on the second try. 41-29. Cooper was the one that tried to sink the three, could not do so. 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. 41-29. Germany loses the rock. It goes out towards the near sideline. Satou Sabally. Man, she's been out of sorts so far and has been a main reason why Germany has done so well. She lost the ball. It went out of bounds, and it'll be USA basketball as they are continuing to turn up the heat here. Ooh, wow. Yeah, it's a tough combo, Michael. It is. Absolutely. 41-29, 25 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here we go. So let's see what Plum decides to do. She's being heavily guarded by Peterson. Who will win the battle here? Griner back to Stewart. So Stewart, and there's a three-point shot that's up and no good by Thomas. 6 seconds to go. Peterson has it over on the far wing. She's double-teamed. And a throw that's going to go over towards the baseline, but the clock expires, and that's going to do it. How about a beautiful outburst by USA as they go on a 25-10 run in that second quarter and outscore Germany by 15 points after being down by 3 at the end of the first quarter. They came out with a totally different response in that second quarter, and they look like Goliath right now. Yes, sir. All right. Good stuff going on. Halftime already. Very, very nice. Make sure y'all like and subscribe as well. Triple header today. What you covering? I already covered volleyball. Did USA Women's Volleyball at 7 a.m. this morning. And then right now, if in case you are wondering, you're tuning into USA Women's Basketball. That's what we're doing now. And then we got the Phillies at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time, of course, because we do Phillies on our channel. Phillies sports. That's what it's all about. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the Super Chat button as well if you'd like to donate and give back to the channel. Any sort of donation is always a plus, especially for a day like today where we are grinding. We are grinding. That's what we do. So let's talk about this game, shall we? I got to tell you, they are guarding Sabally really, really well. She already has 4 turnovers, and she barely turns the ball over and really went off for Germany the other day. So kudos to USA for really making sure that she was a big part of the game plan and taking her out of sorts and giving her different bodies. Really. You have Wilson on her. You're able to, sometimes, they tried to go with Sabrina Ionescu in the beginning, and it just wasn't working out. Ionescu really hasn't had a breakout game so far in the Olympics, but, they tried. They tried different things, and finally, in that second quarter, I think that what they really did a good job with was playing more zone on her and giving Kelsey Plum a little bit more of an opportunity to guard her, and also Alyssa Thomas as well. They gave her different looks, and I'm sure that Germany is going to find a way to adjust. But they made Peterson score, and they were like, let's take Sabally out and make Peterson beat us. And Peterson has hit a couple of shots, but just has not taken over the game. Germany, the last time that they played, they ended up beating Japan 75-64. Last time that both of these teams played against each other, USA did win 84-57. So that was their only loss. They hadn't lost since February 10th. Coach JJ says, feed the Twin Towers down low. Absolutely. Asia is a Vegas favorite. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes. Both the U.S. teams had a terrible first quarter. No, that wasn't just you, of course. Yeah, they were sloppy. They were absolutely sloppy. Both of them coming out of the gates. Congratulations to Katie Ledecky, Simone Biles, and Sha'Carri Richardson on getting some more medals. And Noah Lyles as well was a bronze medalist and got the 200 meter. So, yeah, these Olympics have been fun so far. What else was a big takeaway from me in that first half? Nothing really too much else. I mean, when you look at the scoring, yeah, Breanna Stewart's been doing a good job and has been going off, but I love how they shared the rock in that second quarter. It looked like that they were giving everybody space and they were just in sync out in transition. And they made some really good plays. There was that one play that I remembered specifically where Sabally ended up actually getting a layup to fall, and then right after that, USA attacked on the in the transition game, and they had a full court pass. I can't remember if it was Alyssa Thomas or who it was that made that full court pass, but it was a really, really nice play. Actually, I think Thompson, and then there was Asia Wilson who received it and then just got a nice layup. So that was good stuff. That was really, really good stuff. Third quarter, what do I need to see? I need to see them just continue to attack in the paint. I do. I need them to just continue to utilize their size, bully down low, don't settle for threes, and just continue to play very physical basketball. I think that that's what makes this USA team so good, is that they're very physical. Yes, they can make threes. Yes, they have talent on the perimeter, but they're very physical, and they're just tall, lanky, and they have a lot of athleticism and explosiveness to them. That's the truth. And Germany, well, they're a good matchup for the United States. I think that they definitely have a chance if they were to play each other, down the line, maybe for the gold. But even still, tough to score against Griner, like you mentioned, JJ. Yeah, it is tough. She's a wall. She is. She is. Yeah. How do you stop her? You can't. You can't stop her. All right. Let's take a look at the other scores. So, how about Nigeria, man? Nigeria beat Canada 79-70 today. Australia will play France. Australia is 1-1 and France is 2-0. So that'll be a very big game as well. We don't know who USA will be playing just yet. Belgium also won 85-58 against Japan. And that was earlier in the morning. Belgium ended up really having a good first quarter. Japan only put up 7 points in that first quarter, and Belgium outscored them 19-7. Miesman ended up getting 30 points for Belgium and was 14 for 21 from the field. Just absolutely insane. Really unbelievable. And then Nigeria, as we mentioned, they won 79-70. Kalu ended up getting 21 points and leading the way and shot 7 for 12 from the field and 5 for 6 from the foul line. They also out-rebounded them 46-32 on the glass. And the funny part is, when you look at this game between the U.S. and Germany, the United States, in the first two games, were really just pouring it on with the boards. And in this game, they haven't really been able to get a lot of rebounds because this Germany team, they know how to box out. They do. They understand what it has to take. And, well, you really haven't seen Griner too active on the glass, or even Wolfson. But they're still able to make their shots. And I think that the difference in this game so far is that the little things, the little bounces that have gone into the U.S.'s way, they've capitalized on those things. And then eventually, out in the transition game, you get a wide open lane. You're set free, and it's a touchdown. I think that that's been the difference. Sometimes the little things have to be going your way, and the ball just has to bounce your way. And I think that was sort of what happened to the U.S., and then that helped them get momentum. And that built into a snowball and spiraled into a good direction for them. They're only shooting 20% from three as well, mind you. They're 2 for 10 from downtown. They've made 83% of their free throws. They've gotten to the line a little bit more compared to Germany. Forgot to make sure that I mentioned that. Their passing has been better. They're not making as many turnovers. Germany did have a lot of turnovers. I can't say that they didn't. And against Satou Sabally, just hasn't had a good day. And they've been giving her a lot of attention on that perimeter to make sure that she has not been going off. And that really, if you really want to break it down, has been the difference. The turnovers, the U.S. has really capitalized on that. Yes. What are your thoughts down below? Let me know what you want to see in the second half. If you're watching this game or if you're even just tuning in. Who do you think is going to go off in the second half? You think it's going to be Breanna Stewart? You think Diana Taurasi is going to go off? I don't know. Maybe Ionescu is able to make some big-time threes. I don't expect this Germany team to go down without a fight. I think it's going to be a close game. Good squad, Belgium. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are. For sure. It's 12:04 p.m. Eastern Time. Comment down below. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. I had to let out a good yawn there. Apologize about that. Maybe a few threes in the second half is what you'd like to see. See, I don't want to see them settle from long range, because that's taking away a part of another aspect of their game, which is their length. So if they come out and they start shooting threes and they just settle for the threes and they just aren't making their shots, well, then I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. And I think that Cheryl Reeve is not going to have that happen, I do. I think she's going to want to have her team play more physical basketball and less live and die by the three. But yes, some, sure. I mean, if they're wide open shots, sure, absolutely. You got to take those shots. But sometimes you got to take the 2s over the 3s as well. What else do you guys want to see? Let me know down below. Fiebrich leading the way for Germany with 8 points. And she's 3 for 5 from the field as well. Sabally had 33 points in her last game against Japan and was 11 for 17 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, and just has been really cold. Also had 1 steal and 3 turnovers, so she already has 1 more turnover than she had in her previous match, to put that in perspective, which is kind of crazy. Takada, oh wait, sorry. Wrong one. Wrong one. So when do the quarterfinals begin for this? What is that, Wednesday? I should look this up, and I should know. Women's basketball brackets. Quarterfinals begin on Wednesday, August 7th. So we got 5 o'clock, 8:30, 12 o'clock, 3:30, and 5:30. Oh, wait, no. 5 o'clock, 8:30, 12 o'clock, and 3:30 on Wednesday. Okay. Interesting, for sure. Very, very interesting. Chat, you're all quiet. What's going on? What's going on, chat? We got 25 people tuning in. Are you guys just tired? Are you waking up? Is that what's going on? Why are we quiet? Showing some highlights as we go into the second half. U.S. leads at 41-29. Did not get off to a good start in the first quarter, as they allowed 19 points. That wasn't the problem. The problem was that they only scored 16. But then they outscored Germany in the second quarter 25-10 and shot the ball better from the field. Just has not been shooting the ball well from three-point range, but they've done a better job on the defensive side as well. And let's see what types of adjustments that they're going to make here in the third quarter. So Stewart with 11 points, Wilson with 8, Young with 5, Alyssa Thomas with 4, and Sabrina Ionescu with 4 as well. And it looks like Stewart's going to go back out there, and she'll be in the starting lineup to start off the second half. Last night's loss was a bummer for me, JJ, but I'm here in silence, says Tower. I understand. I get it. Makes a lot of sense. 9:50 to go in the third quarter, and we have a layup that's up and in by Peterson. And she gets the scoring started for Germany and gets the deuce. Alexis Peterson able to knock down a 2. Ionescu gets it over on the far wing and finds Stewart. Stewart with Ionescu moving off the screen, but Stewart can't get the bucket to fall. It was a turnaround J, and Sabally will get it over on the near wing. She puts up a tray and cashes in. That's what Satou Sabally does when you give her some space, and she'll cut the deficit to 7. 10 points by Satou Sabally. Dribble handoff to Wilson over on the far elbow. She gets into the lane, puts up a 2, and it's blocked and denied by Geisel-Soder. And she is good. She is really, really good, Luisa Geisel-Soder. 24 years old from Ansbach, Germany, and stands at 6 feet 4 inches tall. Sabally at the top of the key, a little give and go back to Geisel-Soder, who puts up a tray, and she can't get it. Didn't even hit the rim. Hit just straight off the backboard. Ionescu rebound. Near wing. That is Lloyd. And there's a three-pointer that's no good by USA. And Wilson can't even get the rebound. Sabally took it away from her and snagged it as well. 41-34. 7-point game. Sabally for 3 again. Off the mark. Collier rebound. Outlet pass to Ionescu. Two-pointer, no. And a foul called against Sabally. Let's look at this again. I mean, Ionescu lost the ball. Peterson was able to get a layup on one end. She is scrappy, man. She's one of those players that's just going to scrap and claw, and she's making Sabrina Ionescu feel really irritated. You can just see it. Stewart's first foul shot is up, and it gets the friendly wiggle. Scott, what's going on? It's 2 a.m. in Sydney here, JJ. Enjoying the call. Thanks, mate. Got you. Got you, man. Got you. Here we go. 43-34 as the second foul shot is knocked down as well. Peterson will dribble it and hand it off to Fiebig. Fiebig down low to Geiselsoder. And a foul called. And that will be called on USA. I believe it's going to be on Lloyd. Cheryl Reeve looks a little bit confused out there. There's Lisa Tomaitis, who is the coach for Germany. She's 52 years old. She's from Dundas, Ontario. She's the coach of the Saskatchewan Huskies women's basketball program. Won the Bronze Baby National Championship trophy back in 2016 and 2020 as well. 43-36, 9 seconds left in the shot clock. USA has the rock, and there's a pull-up jumper that's up and banked in by Collier. Nafisa Collier able to make a nice jump shot there from the Minnesota Lynx. Another turnover from Germany. As Peterson loses it, it heads out of bounds over towards the baseline. And USA will look to try to get another bucket going for them. 12 assists by USA and just 5 by Germany. The ball movement has been getting better for USA. Safe to say. Collier goes up for 2. No good. 7:15 left in the third quarter. A 9-point game for USA, who was out in front. Peterson heading downhill over towards the baseline. Can't get the jumper to go. And a rebound by the U.S. Good job by Nafisa Collier, who's been pretty active now on the glass. Ionescu bounce pass back to Stewart. Stewart goes up with a layup. It's good! Peterson tried to set up her body, and Stewart knew that was coming, and she let it go right before she slammed right into her and made a very wise decision for taking the jumper there and making Peterson pay on that play. 47-36. And Brianna Stewart now with 13 points and 6:31 to go in the third quarter. How about the nice little dime by Sabrina Ionescu as well? Found Stewart over on the near corner, over towards the baseline, and she was cutting in towards the basket, and there was nobody that was going to stop her. All right, we have a ball that gets knocked loose and stolen back by Wilson, and Wilson goes up with a shot and connects. 13-point advantage by USA as they continue to pour it on here. And they're going on a little run themselves. 6:13 to go in the third quarter. And we have an offensive foul called on Germany. And USA will get the basketball back. Let's win, baby. Come on. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. I don't know why the scoreboard's froze, but it is. It's frozen. I have a couple of substitutions coming in, including Frida Booner. She'll come on in for Lena Sontag. Frida is 6'1". Stewart over on the far wing, spinning and turning, and she traveled. Or actually stepped out of bounds right over on the far sideline. Man. 5:55 to go in quarter number 3. You got Peterson out there for Germany, and she throws it away, but Wilson or Collier lost it. It went out of bounds. She tried to catch it. Just went off of her fingertips, and it'll still be Germany ball. Satou Sabally gets the inbound and hands it back off to her point guard, Alexis Peterson. Peterson gets trapped and triple teamed. There's a three-point shot off the pass by Peterson, and Frida Buhner is able to connect a three-point sniper that makes it a 10-point lead for USA. Cuts the lead down by 3. Here we go. Collier tries to go up with a turnaround jumper, and that one won't fall. Germany, again, active on the glass. They've done a better job at that so far here in the third quarter. And the ball gets deflected. It does go out of bounds, and they're going to say that it's last touched by Wilson. Love how connected this Germany team is. I mean, even when you think that they're out of it, they're not. Ionescu trying to guard the inbound pass. And we have a turnover called on the inbound by Alexis Peterson. And there's another turnover. That's why the U.S. is still out in front, is because they're causing Germany to make a lot of turnovers. And give Ionescu credit, Peterson's going to go over to the bench, and we do have a timeout called with about 5:12 to go in quarter number 3. Why did they give the aerial view shots? 5:05 left in the third quarter, so no timeout called. If Collier going up with a layup and she can't get it to go. Every time they go up with the aerial shots, I keep thinking that there's a timeout. And they switch to like 3 different people. And you can't tell because the ref doesn't make the call off. You know, sometimes they make the call off the screen. 4:45 left in the third quarter, nonetheless. And Peterson will try to go downhill, and she goes up with a reverse layup, and that's good. And 1. She's like, come on, man. What's wrong with your scoreboard? ESPN is having problems. It's not me. It's ESPN, man. ESPN's having problems. .438 left to go, and the foul shot is no good. 49-41. 4:30 left in the third quarter. A little dribble handoff that's going to go to Wilson, and Plum puts up a 3 and connects. Got it. Kelsey Plum. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 52-41 with about 4:15 left in the third quarter. Dribble handoff, and the three-point shot is up and way too strong by Germany. It was by Liani Fibic from the New York Liberty. This Germany team is really, really good. When you take a look at their ball club, they have 3 players from the WNBA, of course. And that's one of the reasons why they're very, very strong. Brittany Griner's going to come back in, as Nafisa Collier will take a quick breather. I'm surprised that they're going to Griner now. But let's see if this pays off. The nice three-pointer by Kelsey Plum was a banger. 52-41 with about 3:53 to go in the third quarter. Collier trying to play defense. Or excuse me, it was Griner who was trying to play defense over on Alexis Peterson. And another turnover by Germany. Plum going on the fast break, goes downhill, puts up a 2. Count the bucket and a foul. How about Kelsey Plum, man, just leading USA on what is now a 5-0 scoring run. 54-41 with about 3:32 left to go in the third quarter. I mean, my goodness. And Asia Wilson on the steal as well by Marie Gulich, who had the rock. She was being double-teamed. Wilson just took it away from her and stole it from the cookie jar. And that's what led to that shot by Plum. So a timeout called by Germany. That is for real. It's 54-41, and there's about 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Yes, sir. What's going on, man? What is up? Peterson is so scrappy. Yes, she is. I said that before. I'll say it again, man. Physical. Absolutely physical. And you love what she can do. I mean, she's 29. She kind of reminds me a little bit of Patrick Beverley, you know? Like, she has that dog in her. She's the veteran of the ball club, but yet she makes a huge impact. You know, Patrick Beverley's impact on a basketball team may not show up as much on the score. You know, it may not show up so much on the stat sheet, but hers does. Hers absolutely does. Her impact is bigger, but the way that she plays is sort of like Patrick Beverley. I think that's a very good comparison. All right. Okay, so we had a timeout called 54-41 with about 3:32 left to go in the third quarter, and Wilson steps back in for USA, and Plum is going to go over to the line to try to knock down another free throw. 3:32 to go, and the foul shot is up, and it's good. She drains it. A 6-0 run, all led by Kelsey Plum. USA shooting 8 for 9 from the foul line in this game so far. Booner, Febick, Peterson, Sabu, and Hartman all out there. Sorry. 55-41. And we have a foul called. It'll be on USA with about 3:10 to go. No, man. I'm not doing it full time, but yeah. 55-43. Definitely putting in a lot of time, though. 3:10 to go in the third quarter. Peterson will be looking to inbound it over on the baseline, and she'll have to try to find a teammate. She turned it over the last time for not inbounding it, so Peterson will give it up and try to find Frida Booner. Booner gets stuck in traffic, and Griner is able to come up with a steal. Plum conducting the traffic, being the maestro, and the conductor as well. Collier inside to Griner. A tic-tac-toe play, and Griner comes through. It's a 14-point lead. Great ball movement. That was sort of like a Nick Nurse play where they just give it to a big guy over at the foul line, and somebody just cuts back door, except what they did was they had Griner cut back door and try to finish it. Another turnover by Germany. Man, oh man, are they out of sorts. Griner goes downhill, puts up a 2. Got it! And we have an injury over on the other side. 59-43 was a 5-on-4. And it looks like it's Leonie Febick who is down and in a lot of pain as she's grabbing onto her stomach and her teammates are going over to the rescue. She's right in between the foul line and the baseline in that lane. It's 59-43. The trainer's going to go out there to just check up on her. She's not getting up, and she seems to be really, really hurt. Let's see again what happened here. Oh, she landed awkwardly on that knee. Oof. She did. As soon as she tried to get the basketball, when she lost control, Phoebe just went down, and she sort of banged knees with Thomas, but Thomas seems to be okay. That's something that you just never like to see. Yeah, she sort of twirled her knee and just, man, that's tough. That is tough. 59-43, and she's going to be helped up. Not carded, but she does get up and she does walk off. And with 2:23 left to go in the third quarter, there will be a replacement for Leonie Febick. She does mean a lot to this team. She's 6'4". She's 24 years old. Obviously was an NBL national champion back in 2022 and was a West Grand Final MVP as well. Has been playing really good basketball for Germany. 59-43, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Sabally gets it, and she's trapped, and down below will be Geisel Soder, who has to put up a shot, and that somehow, someway goes in. She handed it off to Gulich, who tried to put up a prayer, and her prayers were answered from 3. 59-46 with about a minute 50 to go in the third quarter, so Germany's still scrapping and clawing. Plum gets it over at the top of the key, being guarded heavily by Peterson. We have Thomas, who goes up with a foul line jumper. It's a little short. Wilson tips it all the way to herself. She was being triple teamed. Finds a wide open three-pointer, and that's good by Jackie Young. 62-46. Young able to make a nice tray there, all thanks to the effort by Wilson, as she was literally being triple teamed, and she just volleyball tipped it all the way to herself a couple of times. Catch and shoot three-pointer by Sontag, and it goes out of bounds. It went just above the backboard, and it's marked out of bounds. 1:09 left in the third quarter, 62-46. And it looks like Louisa Geisel Soder is going to enter back into the game momentarily. Plum over on the far wing, gets a screen set by Wilson. Will dribble handoff inside. Wilson goes up with a 2 and banks it in. 64-46, and they're still scoring in the lane. They just cannot be stopped. Asia Wilson with 12 points. It's been her and Griner that have been going off. Sabally with a tray. She airballs it. She made a 3 earlier in the third quarter. Thought that she was going to go off in this quarter, but she's been silenced by this USA defense. 37.5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Peterson will take a quick breather, and so will Sontag as well. Alexandra Wilk is now getting some minutes for Germany. 31 seconds to go. Spinning and turning and making a layup is Alyssa Thomas. So 66-46 with about 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here we go. Sabally getting double-teamed once again. And she'll hand it off to Gulich, who just made a 3 not too long ago. Wilk over on the near wing. Tries to find Gulich once again for another 3, and she's human. She can't hit that one. 2 seconds left to go. Plum over to Thomas. Thomas with a three-pointer. Got it! It's a buzzer beater! Are they going to count it? That's the question. They should, and they will. 69-46 on a buzzer beater 3 by Thomas. And USA makes a statement as they outscore Germany to end the third quarter. She got it off in plenty of time. Wow, that was nice. That was beautiful. 69, nice. Yes. Yes. Very, very nice. So Jackie Young able to knock down that 3. Nice. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. We got 33 people tuning in on here. My name is Jason Joseph. We will be back on at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 4:10 to be exact, for another Phillies game. But we'll focus on this game right now. We still have one more full quarter left to go. USA wins. Well, then they get then they get the top seed once again. They're looking to try to get their 9th straight gold medal in women's basketball. 9 straight, man. Can they do it? Comment down below, yes or no. Yes or no. Do you think that they're going to get another gold medal this year? Or do you think that somebody will dethrone them? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear what y'all have to say. That third quarter was special. Was really, really special. See, they didn't have to go for the threes. They only shot the ball. I mean, they did make some. You know, they ended up going 3 for 4 from 3 in that third quarter. But they didn't really take a lot compared to Germany. And they just continued to play their brand of basketball. They guarded the passing lanes. They played a lot of zone and just continued to give Sabally a lot of looks. And Sabally's only three-pointer that she knocked down wasn't even contested. It was a wide-open three. So good for them. All right. 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter. And Germany will dribble from right to left. And we do have a foul called, or actually the ball went out of bounds. It was last touched by USA. Sabally wants to talk things over. And she does with Wilk. 9:43 left to go. Now it's Kelsey Plum who has the rock. And she gets it right past half court. She'll hand it back off to Wilson, who's over at the top of the key. And we'll have to just dribble, hand it off, and try to give it up to Alyssa Thomas. Here we go. Young with a tray on the other side. Won't go. She made the buzzer beater three to end the third quarter and put USA up by 23 points. Germany now with the rock. Sabally with some space, and she connects. That's what she does when she's wide open. Want to make sure that you're still covering her at all costs. 69-49. 13 points by Satou Sabally. Here we go. Plum downhill to Griner, who gets double-teamed. Hands it off and tries to find Wilson one more time. Got it. So they go to the Twin Towers, and it works. The two-headed monsters downhill, able to just get it done. And that is a recipe for success that USA has to their advantage. Sabally is trapped and has to find a teammate, and she'll give it up to Gulic. Gulic goes downhill, goes up with a floater, and that was a wild one. Doesn't even go in, not even close. Plum gets some space at the top of the key, decides not to shoot it though, and there's a whistle as she throws it inside to Wilson, and a foul called against Germany with about 8:26 left to go. PS, what's going on? PAS, how you doing? What's good? Good morning, PAS. Actually, good afternoon. It is 12:32 p.m. Eastern Time. My name is Jason Harrison Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Thumbs up, subscribe, and donate. And notification bell. You don't have to donate, but you're more than welcome to. 71-49 with about 8:23 to go in the fourth frame. If the threes fall, U.S. wins 9th in a row. Could win it without. They're the favorites for sure, says Michael. I agree. All right, so USA in their red and white uniforms. Comes Jackie Young, who's over on the far wing being guarded by Satou Sabally. Goes up with a shot. Too much mustard on that one. Just inside the foul line. We got 8 minutes to go. Germany trying to get some sort of answers somehow. And, well, it was Jackie Young that tried to deflect it as it goes out of bounds. And she touched it last. We got the what? We got the what name? Sabally puts up a tray. In and out it goes. That was from the top of the key. Good contest by the U.S. There goes Collier over on the far wing, and she tries to hand it off to Griner. Griner wasn't even looking, and they had some miscommunication, and it's stolen back by Germany. Wilk outside. And there's Geisensolder. Goes up with a shot, and that was wild. And again, they just can't control the tempo. USA is still being very good out in the fast break. 3-point shot. Good by Young again. Young coming off the bench and being a spark plug. And that's what USA has needed. And they have made some big-time fireworks from downtown. Sabally is guarded heavily at the top of the key, and she's forced to throw it away. Good interior defense by USA. Inside, outside, three-pointer, yes, by Germany. And finally, they're able to get a response from way downtown. 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter. And we got Alyssa Thomas over at the top of the key. Young again. Got it! Wow! 77-52. She is unstoppable right now. And 17 total points by Jackie Young. Sabally can't get an elbow jumper to fall. It goes out of bounds, and USA will get the rock back. It was last touched by Germany. Man, how about the chase down block over on the other side, too? Forgot to comment on that, but that's what led to another three-point shot by Thomas, who's just been running around and just knocking down shots. And has been moving off the screens as well. 77-52. Then we got Kalia Cooper over on the far wing. And a turnover on the bad throw by Thomas. 6:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. And what is now a 25-point lead for USA. 8-6. So far in the fourth quarter, USA is winning the quarter by 2, but they're winning the game by 25. Satou Sabally gets guarded in traffic, and it's blocked and denied. What a play by Nafisa Collier. Man, she has been a dog on her all day. 3.1 seconds to go. Germany will still get the basketball. This defense has absolutely stepped up, and they have definitely found their rhythm. So that's great. You didn't get the notification from this morning either? Yeah. You got to turn it on for all notifications. Sabally goes up with a layup, parts the Red Sea, got it. 77-54 with about 5:35 left in the fourth quarter. And USA banging on the drum. They're looking to go 3-0, and they're on the road to their 9th straight gold medal. Griner loses it in the backcourt. And still USA has possession. 5 on the shot clock. A runner is up, no. And a rebound on the other side by Germany. And it is Mary Gulic that gets the rebound. Now, Alexis Peterson's been pretty quiet in this fourth quarter so far. She's been dealing with some foul trouble too. And another turnover by Germany on the bad pass by Gulic, and it's intercepted by USA. Young trying to get it over down low, and it's snagged by Satou Sabally. Here goes Gulic, who goes up with a layup, and she's fouled. It was Alexandra Wilk that ended up getting fouled there. 77-54. Ionescu is going to come back into the ball game for USA. Let's see if she can try to get going herself. But Jackie Young, man, 17 points, 6 for 12 from the field, and has been making some big-time buckets for USA to give them the momentum that they need. 4:55 to go, and a timeout called by Germany. They have one timeout left in the fourth quarter. I didn't get a notification, but what's up, JJ? It is. Maybe I missed it. No, it's not just you. I don't know why YouTube does this, but you got to turn on... I'm sorry, not all notifications. It has to be personalized notifications. So if you click the bell icon, there should be like a little pull-down arrow, or even if you're doing it from your phone, if you hold it down, it should give you options. Try to turn it on for personalized notifications and see if that works, because apparently that's what people have told me. That's what other content creators have told me. That's like one way that YouTube gets you, which is weird. 35 people on here watching. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Feel free to donate to the channel. Feel free to like. Feel free to subscribe. We're on here for Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football. And we're doing the Olympics on here as well. Orioles Birdwatcher, isn't it past your bedtime? I'm just kidding. You just woke up. You got an Orioles game in just a little bit. What is going on, sir? Guys, make sure that you go subscribe to Orioles Birdwatcher if you love listening to very good quality play-by-plays. You know, we try to give you some really good ones here for the Phillies, of course, and for the Sixers and for the Eagles. But I'm telling you, man, Orioles Birdwatcher is the greatest, really, on here that I have found. He's the best. And I really enjoy his streams. 77-56 with about 4:55 to go in the fourth quarter. So it's Ionescu, Cooper, Collier, Young, and Thomas all out there for the U.S. Collier gets it over on the near wing at the three-point line. And we'll hand it back off to Thomas. Here's Ionescu. Ionescu back outside. Three-point shot is up and in by Collier on the near corner. Jackpot, baby. 80-56. Sabally, Peterson, Wilk, Gulich, and Geiselsoder over on the other side for Germany. And the U.S. lead it by 24. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter. No good on the shot by Sabally. She's been ice cold today so far. Ionescu over at the top of the key. And she'll try to swing it around the timeline. Thomas gets it downhill and tries to get double-teamed. Well, she didn't try to get double-teamed, but there's Collier wide open again. Yes! Nafisa Collier snarls and stares down her defender as she hits a bomb from way downtown. 83-56, and that is probably going to be the dagger. Peterson with the tray, way off the mark. Rebound by Alyssa Thomas. Collier gets it back. Runner is up and in. 85-56. 3:25 left to go in quarter number 4, and USA partying out in France. 10 seconds left on the shot clock as well. A turnaround jumper is good. And finally, able to knock that one down is Luisa Geiselsoder from Germany, the 24-year-old who's 6'3". 3:05 left in the fourth quarter. All right. Ionescu gets it over at the top of the key. They're swinging around the timeline. There's Collier with another three-pointer, and she's human. Cannot hit that tray, and finally needed a little heat check there. All right, 2:50 to go in quarter number 4, 85-58. Sabally not even getting any sort of space from Collier. She has to throw it all the way towards cross court and give it back to Peterson. Peterson with a little bit of some space, and she knocks it down over Sabrina Ionescu over at the top of the key. That was a frustration three, if there is such a thing. 85-61. She looks angry out there, and I can't blame her. Ionescu breaks Peterson's ankles, puts up a 2. Oh, man, if she would have finished that one, that would have been something. That would have been all over ESPN. An ankle breaker. 2:10 to go in the fourth quarter. I think that Peterson just sort of slipped. Nonetheless, though, we have a three-point opportunity as Geiselsoder gets fouled, goes up with a layup, and she'll get another opportunity to go to the line for one more free throw. Nice. Yes, Orioles Birdwatcher, you didn't drop your link. Drop your link. And PAS, drop your link as well. Drop those links down below. I want people to subscribe to your channels, man. Come on. Come on, baby. .207 left remaining in the fourth frame between USA and Germany. We don't know yet what's going to happen in regards to the bracket because we still have Australia playing against France. And that would be at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. The foul shot is up, and that is good. So a 21-point lead by USA. Last time Germany lost, it was to the U.S. That was back in July. 85-64. And another shot by Collier is good. It's 87-64. There's PAS's link. There you go. Go subscribe to my boy PAS. 1:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Give USA a lot of credit for just attacking on all cylinders. And they were able to actually make some threes in the fourth quarter. 1:30 left in the fourth. And a turnover and another steal by USA. Man, oh man, the turnovers have been the storyline in today's game for Germany. Greiner tries to get it, lob to her, and it's stolen back by Germany. So 23 turnovers by Germany and just 15 for the U.S., even though that's a lot for them too. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter, and we're just coming down the end of the game. They'll swing it around the timeline. Three-point shot, a little bit short. Peterson tries to save it, and it goes all the way towards the stands. She cannot save it there, and it goes to the bounce. 55.8 seconds to go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. 55.8 seconds left. JJ, random idea for content during NFL season. If there's no Eagles game on a given Sunday, NFL Red Zone hangout. Well, not when the Phillies are on. So, but maybe after that, we'll see. We'll see. I have to devote a lot of time to that. But I do appreciate the idea. 87-68 as Germany gets a layup to fall. 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I'll have to think about that. Now's not the time for me to think about that, but that is a good idea. 30 seconds to go in the fourth. And I always appreciate ideas on here, guys. I do. And we have a whistle called. 25.8 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that was Nafisa Collier who got fouled. So all we know is that the next time that USA will be playing, it will be on Wednesday, August 7th. I think that we are going to be doing that game. Here's Ionescu with a three-pointer, and she can't get it to go. It clanks off the back iron as well. 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Three-point shot is up by Peterson, and she thought she was fouled as she's sitting over there. 6.7 seconds left. The ball does go out of bounds, and it was last touched by USA. Just randomly popped into my head. No, that's a really good idea, man. I might take your idea. It's a fun one. It is, for sure. Absolutely. 6 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And Sabrina Ionescu is going to dribble this one out. And USA, for the 9th season, wow. They have been undefeated. And now they will go into quarter play and play on Wednesday as they beat Germany 87-68. That's Germany's first loss as they are now 2-1. So high fives all around from USA. Satou Sabally gives high fives to Breanna Stewart. And they'll have to go back to the drawing board. Yes. All right. Good game, man. That was awesome. That was great. All right. Not really much for me to say here about this game. I will give credit where credit is due. They did a good job. They had a poor game plan from the start, and then in the second quarter they made the adjustments that they had to. They were very physical. They forced Germany to turn the ball over a lot. Some of it honestly was Germany's mistakes, but USA was doing more full court presses. They played more zone. They gave Sabu a lot of different looks on the defensive side, and they just said, anybody else but her. And first it was Peterson that was stepping up, and then they ended up getting more bodies on her too. And by the time they went to the Twin Towers in the fourth quarter, it was pretty much game over. It was game over from that point. When you're going to Griner and Wilson, it's tough. That is so tough to stop. All right. I will see you all a little bit later today in about 3 hours and 20 minutes. All right, we got another Phillies game. Congratulations to USA Women's Indoor Volleyball and USA Women's Basketball as well on being qualified to go into the next round. We'll get the schedule out, I'm sure, by tomorrow, and we'll try to keep up with all the games as we can. The good news is that these games, the Phillies games are West Coast time, so even if there's a game, probably not even at 7 o'clock, but it still is nice that we have flexibility. All right, love you all, and I will catch you all later today. Peace.